Joining us now, GOP Florida Congressman Greg Steube. Congressman, it's good to see you again, sir. What do you make of this? How much of a threat is Venezuela's communist regime to U.S. national security? It's right in our own backyard, on our doorstep.
Yeah, 800,000 Americans since 2014 have died from drug overdoses. A lot of those drugs are trafficked through and from Venezuela into the United States. We saw a scourge of that during Biden's open border policy. So I'm glad we finally have a president that's willing to stand to protect the American people from the dangerous drugs that are coming in through our southern border. On top of that, you have all of these sanctioned oil rigs that are going to, and oil tankers that are going to Iran to try to avoid Western sanctions. It's illegal. It shouldn't be permitted. And again, we have a president who's willing to stand up to not allow illicit sanctioned oil to be delivered throughout the world right here in our hemisphere. So you're seeing that come to an end. And I think economically, this is going to greatly impact Venezuela. And at some point, they're going to want to have all of this end. And hopefully Maduro just leaves and they can have a democratic process to elect a new leader.
Yeah, so that's, it's a squeeze on Venezuela with the oil embargo and the naval blockade. It's basically going to create shortages inside Venezuela that are already there and getting worse. And the military officials inside there, who knows if there could be an ouster of Maduro, communist Maduro. I mean, China, Russia, Iranian officials are in Venezuela. The White House says Venezuela has poured thousands of criminals and gangs and drugs into the U.S. and let American companies spend tens of billions of bucks to develop its oil deposits and seize it all under the communist regime.
Yeah, they've done all of that at the detriment of the United States. There's been thousands of Venezuelans that have been criminals, drug traffickers that Joe Biden let into our country, that thankfully we now have an administration that is kicking drug traffickers and all of these individuals who came here illegally out of our country. The number is very big to me. 800,000 Americans have died from drug overdoses in our country, and a lot of that has come from Venezuela. Venezuela makes their money off of drug trafficking and sanctioned oil. So by cutting off these drug traffickers and by cutting off these illicit sanctioned oil vessels, you are really putting an economic squeeze on the regime.
That's a lot of people who passed away. Thank you so much, Congressman Greg Steube, Army veteran. Thank you for your service to America. It's good to see you again. Coming up next, we've got this.